Hello, I'd like to start off by showing you what Marash embroidery looks like completed. And there's 4 steps, 4 stages of doing Marash embroidery. And I'll show this chart. Okay, we start with a line of a horizontal line, and then you make small vertical lines. And then this is row 1, 2, 3, and the completed stitch. I'm going to show you some Marash embroideries from our collection here at the Armenian Museum. This is one of the oldest pieces that we have here. Probably, let's see, this could be late 19th to early 20th century. And you can see the Armenians did it on a blue denim fabric, and this was very common. And this is the only example that we have, one of the examples that we have in our collection of the other Marash stitch. So there's 2 types of Marash stitches, and the one I'll be teaching, the most common one, is the interlacing stitch. And this, sometimes we call it Atlas Lama. And sometimes we say satin stitch also for this type of embroidery. And this happens to be let's see, what do we call this? This is for the putting a rolling pin. It's for a rolling pin. And then it would be hung up. This is unusual, having it on this white. But this here was for a baby. Baby's cradle. And this example here from our collection is on velvet, and this was probably made in Syria, because the Armenians that went to Syria would often do it on velvet, and it was all different colored velvet. So now I'm going to show you the kits that when I teach the Marash embroidery, the supplies that you will need to make the embroidery. Okay, so you'll need a piece of cloth, and I put a piece of muslin in here. Okay, and you'll need a ruler and some embroidery floss. Okay, and you'll use I like to use 3 strands of the embroidery floss. And there are 6 strands in embroidery floss. Okay, and then I have here a chart of the stitch, how it's done, which is just the same as this one here. When I'm teaching the class, these are all the supplies that I put together.